everybody. Welcome to Spilling and Spiraling, where we share our thoughts on pop culture, and then we also spiral about basically everything under the sun. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Alicia.
And we're excited to spill and spiral over all the things today. It's our very first episode, so we are pumped. A little bit about us before we get started. We just love pop culture, all the things. But in addition to spilling our guts over all the Bravo shows, all the Hulu drama, everything that's going on, we also want to talk about one topic every week that is just kind of like a fun thing to learn about. So we'll have plenty of that, kind of like your trivia fun facts that you could use anytime or to help you get a conversation started. This is also like really random fun facts. Before we dive in, we want to spill a little bit about ourselves. Alicia, tell us anything that's going on in your week.
My week is going good. I think I had a very weird kind of experience a few days ago getting a facial because I feel like Bravo bonds all of us girls, right?
Yeah.
And it's like the common equalizer where we can all like gossip about our favorite friends, so to speak. And I went to go get this facial with this new girl and we were talking about Bravo. And then all of a sudden she like mentioned to me that I sound like Paige DeSorbo, which I absolutely do not sound like Paige DeSorbo. I know that about me.
She was like, so I started a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. That was like, that's the moment. I'm like, I need to be a podcast girl. So that was like really uncomfortable for me because like, how do you bounce back from that conversation? And then she made me like repeat what I said. And then I'm in my head like, oh my gosh, how do I repeat what I said to sound like Paige DeSorbo, even though I do not sound like her whatsoever? So yeah, now I feel like I have to change facial, ladies, because that was just the most
She's just going to see you as Paige every time.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad thing. We love Paige.
No, we love Paige.
She's an inspo.
Yeah, she's in a realm outside of any realm that I've ever seen myself in. So love her. But that was definitely, and then I'm in my head like, I don't know, like I'm Italian, like she's Italian. And then the girl's just like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well now you're making me doubt anything. So I don't know what to do. So that's kind of how my week has been. I've just been like spiraling over that encounter ever since. What about you?
I love it. I mean, I feel like nothing crazy has been happening in my week. I have 2 kids. They're both adopted. So we adopted them last November, but they've both been little angels lately. Normally we have like some chaos in our house. So this week it's been really chill. It was our little girlie's birthday, so we like celebrated and everything. Nothing crazy, thankfully. But I know. Yeah.
I mean, it was her golden birthday.
It was.
She's living her best life now.
I know. She just turned 7. So she, like, no joke, she is the sassiest child I have ever encountered.
Yeah, I can attest to that.
Oh my gosh. Like, I can't, the stories I will eventually tell. Like, she's crazy, but in the best way. She'll probably start her own podcast someday and just like blow us all out of the water.
And I would love that. Yeah. Her on TikTok, if that ever happens, like,
oh my God,
15 years down the line, she's going to kill it.
She just got her nails done for her birthday. And I let her, I just actually listened to an episode, I think it was Giggly Squad, where they were talking about how little kids with nails freak them out, which like, I get it.
Yeah.
And me too. But like, she's 7 and she kept asking me, she was like, can I please get nails? Can I please get long nails? And I'm like, oh, it's her birthday. Like, how am I going to say no?
Right.
So she did it, and she has these really cute, short-ish, almond-shaped nails. But ever since, she's been pretending to be an influencer, and so she'll like do ASMR and like tap on all her new birthday presents, and then like do the whole display thing. Like, she's crazy, but it's
also
really
makes
cute.
you like think where she picked that up from, because like I know like they kind of are on.
They watch YouTube though.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I've watched YouTube with them. Those YouTube shorts, they're very odd.
I hate it. I hate it.
Sometimes, like, I'm in the living room hanging out with your kids, and like they're just like, I'm like, what are you guys watching? What is this?
I hate it.
And my nieces and nephew do it too, and I'm just like, what is it? Like, why? How did we get here?
I'm a little neurotic with the iPad time. Like, I only let them have 30 minutes during the week, and an hour on the weekends. They can watch 30 minutes of shorts, no more, because the shorts really freak me out.
Yeah,
and it's nothing like inappropriate, but it's like this. If you love your mom, if you like the devil, then don't like it.
I saw one that was like, this is why you never need to do homework ever again.
Okay.
Let's not get there.
Yeah, no, I'm psychotic when it comes to what they're watching on YouTube, but like they watch a lot of the AI videos.
Yeah. Well, and your son Justin is always like That's AI.
Everything's an AI.
We were in the car the other day and he saw a bug and we were like, look, there's a bug. He's like, it's AI. I was like, there's no way that's AI.
Literally. Like do you ever watch those AI fruit videos?
Oh my God, yes.
I hate it.
No, I'm addicted.
I know. I like it too. I hate it.
So
And I love it.
good. They've stopped recently being on my For You page though. Like recently. Like it was like one video after another. Now it's kind of like so.
I got those TikToks that was like, there was this girl and she was at a thrift store and it was a bunch of like mugs that were made of like tomatoes and a broccoli mug and whatever. She's like, oh no, Strawberina's here at the thrift store. Oh my gosh, it's bad.
Anyway, should we get into spilling?
Yes, let's spill. We want to talk about all the shows that are on right now. And I think the most pressing one is our dear loved Summer House. Yeah. This week's episode.
I have a lot of thoughts. First one being Kyle insulting Carl, saying,
calling him a badge.
Oh no, I'm not even saying that. I'm saying like you 6 foot mother effer. That's the best way to compliment someone in a fight.
Did you see that meme I sent you earlier? It was like the person was all bad and then it was like, you 6 foot mother effer, and then he's like,
like,
yeah.
That was probably like seeing Carl fight like that though. I feel like we haven't seen that from him since like season 1 of Summer House, like very early seasons, before he went on his whole journey. Which shout out Carl.
I'm like laughing so hard because if you've ever listened to Carl Radke's podcast,
love, 100% recommend it.
Obsessed. But he every 2 seconds he goes shout out to whatever. Like he's like shout out to Med Spas, shout out to my mom.
Was it like shout out Capricorns?
Yeah.
And then he did one. It was like, oh my gosh, shout out sponsors. Love it. I love his podcast. We love it so much. But yes,
everything's a shout out for Carl. Shout out to Carl Radke
so much.
Yeah, no, but like Carl screaming at Kyle was so hot.
Yeah, no,
I'm into it.
It was. I thought about too how I would madly yell at you if I wanted to insult you the same way.
Yeah, don't do it.
Okay. It was.
Oh my God, don't hurt my feelings.
No. Well, I have to say F you, but just because that's
okay.
I'm not. But it was F off Tiffany, you masterfully talented crocheter and great mom.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's how I would yell at you. Not that we would ever get into a fight.
No, I can't imagine. I've literally been in one other fight like that in my life. Not even like that. Like they were going to hit each other. I've never been close to hitting anybody. I've been in one screaming match though, like once, and it was awful. It was awful. And I never want to talk to that person again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Ever as an adult. So like the fact that these people get in fights like this all the time. Yeah. It's crazy. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I did love Lindsay calming down
Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I wanted to bring up. Hold on, that's kind of later on. I don't know if you saw Lindsay's post the other day. She posted a photo with Carl and it said Uncle Carl ? So I feel like I don't want them to get back together. I've heard some people say that on the internet. No. I like that they're friendly and I like that they can be friends and move forward. And hopefully that means he'll be in the city season 2 because he's not in season 1. So maybe that.
Yeah, I feel like In the City's a good fit for him, but then I struggle because I also like him on Summer House.
I don't think he's going to go away.
Not.
Yeah, I think he's got some stuff going on with Bailey, and so hopefully that continues.
I know. I really actually like them
renewed because they haven't announced. I don't think that Summer House got renewed, so we still need to keep that in mind.
Yeah, I do like him. Like most of that group, I feel like they're starting to age out of Summer House. But Carl, I like him being the Summer House daddy.
Yeah,
like he's just bringing him breakfast, going on his little run.
Yeah, okay, and then we have to talk about the hug between West and Amanda. Well, first off, he like weirdly like side hugs her while she's like got her hands around Kyle's neck.
Okay, yeah, too.
That was weird, right?
So weird. I made my husband, his name is Gilbert, I made him rewatch the whole like first, 10, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, look at that. He's hugging her from the side while she's hugging her husband. Like crazy work.
Yeah. And like, I don't have a lot of friends that are guys, but like that would be weird. That's a weird. And then they like hug for a really long time in the hallway. Also weird. And like, I think he kissed her on the cheek or something. Like, just
freaking weird.
No. It does make me think though, that if we would have seen this without the whole scandal happening, would we have still felt it was weird? Like, or, I mean, I guess I know the editors can change things, but do you think?
I feel like they wouldn't have left it in there.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't
Who
know.
knows? I mean, I like the timeline that we're on now that we got to figure it all out and we
I
know all these
know.
things, but
I feel like they wouldn't have left it in, but if they did, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't have thought anything of it. But if that were me, I wouldn't. I don't know. It would be
yeah,
weird if
I
it
do
was
feel
me.
like they weren't as close like other seasons, her and
Yeah.
West. So it is kind of out of the blue to see them.
I think if we saw Carl doing that to Amanda, I would be like, "Oh, that's sweet. That's like her little bestie."
Yeah, but we've seen Carl on the show since forever,
And
you know?
Carl
And
wouldn't.
like, yeah, I think it's just a different situation.
Totally. I do like though that they resolve things really quickly.
Yes. It's good to see like them do that, but also guys in general.
Yeah.
Like it was healthy to see.
Yeah. Like they got it out. They didn't actually physically fight. They were
No,
good.
no. Also, you mentioned Carl being hot when he was yelling,
Mhm.
and Bailey mentioned that too. I don't know if you saw Lindsay's face.
She was like,
She was like,
"Ugh."
ugh.
Yeah.
That is my face all the time. So I hardcore relate to Lindsay in that moment. I cannot control my face whatsoever. So it's very entertaining to see, I think.
I do agree with you about seeing them as friends again because I like that she's not being a jerk to Bailey. I like
Yeah.
Bailey and I like her with Carl and she's like being supportive and I think that's really nice.
Yes. In her Lindsay way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like if that was me, the best thing I could say is ooh.
Yeah. Feel like, what is it we say? Bless your heart. Like,
Yeah.
that's what we say here in Texas. So love that.
Yeah. Like if I don't know, if anyone was trying to hook up with my ex, like that would be the best case for them is that all I say is ew.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Moving, like, great for them, you know?
Gross.
Yeah. So I don't know if you saw Watch What Happens Live. KJ was on there. I think it's last
I
week.
did not.
And he read a text that Wes had sent to him because he just wasn't reading any of his texts. And then I saw a clip of KJ recently saying like he has not reached back out to Wes after reading it on live.
Mm.
And then he also said that if he gets invited back, he'll be more upfront with West. But the reason he hasn't reached back out to West right now is because like he has a brother. He is a brother. He has sisters. So like he can't imagine anyone treating someone that way, like friends and all of that. So we love KJ, or at least I do.
I do,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I hope he's back on the screens. All the new additions I think have been really, really great.
Yeah.
And I think we can't really say that for past seasons. Like you've had like one or two that have been
Mhm.
great. All of them.
Yeah, I haven't liked most of the new additions.
Yeah.
But I will say, did you see that post that KJ posted? It was like his mom and Mia's sister, roommates in college.
Small world.
Yeah, and like
Wow.
his mom was holding him as a baby with Mia's sister.
Aw,
Yeah, like in the 90s or something. It looked like a 90s. It had to have been because he was a baby and he's older, but yeah.
that's cute.
Yeah, it was super sweet, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, it's fate. They are meant to be friends."
Okay, that's it. I think I have a few other summer house thoughts, but I can save them for the finale next week. Yeah.
I have not watched Southern Hospitality, but that is one I do feel like we will consistently talk about until it's done.
Yes. And then probably Southern Charm when that one comes back on. I feel
Yeah.
like they flip. So
I really wanna go to Republic.
well, okay, that brings me on my one of our other topics is the BravoCon
Mm,
2027 is in Vegas, obviously next
yeah,
year, but they're doing like a mini version of that this year in Charleston.
I saw that.
And I thought that was interesting. I don't really know I mean, obviously the one in Vegas is more on a giant scale than the one in Charleston, but I thought it was interesting that they picked Charleston.
Probably so easy for them being that, like, half everyone from Southern Charm and Hospitality are all there.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Like, they
fair.
don't have to pay for all that travel.
I think though, if we go, not to that, but just in general back to Charleston, I want to get a table. I want the sign. I want the sparklers.
Oh,
I want
yeah.
the full experience. I'd be surprised. I wonder too, like, how often do they work?
I don't think they work that
Because it's like
often.
Vanderpump, right? Like
Yeah.
they kind of worked.
How much do you think it is to get that treatment, like, to get a VIP table?
I guess
Because the last time I checked, you had to submit a form, and I didn't wanna do that.
I think it's like a couple $100 at least.
Mm.
Because you have to buy. Well, I think it's maybe like a minimum bottle service
Ah,
situation. So maybe you have to get like 2 bottles, which I would think is like a couple $100 each,
yeah.
depending on what you're getting. And I like bougie champagne, so it would be a little expensive, I think.
You've been to Craig's store, haven't you?
Mhm. Yeah.
What was it like?
It was nice. It was while him and Paige were still dating, so it was a few years ago. It had pillows, it had just sewing things,
Okay.
t-shirts. Like
That's
it
cute.
wasn't anything like crazy. And it was kind of near where all the bars are, I think,
Cool.
from what I remember. Yeah.
Um,
Emmy's doing a lot. Like a
lot.
lot. Michael's, right? Michael's?
Yeah.
He mentioned how he hasn't brought any of this to Leva because he wants to keep it out of work and because it's more personal, which I do get. But at the same time, like, there's a part of that you need to be, because Leva's now being like, I didn't know any of this was happening. Because, yeah, no one was telling her anything. So I feel like, yes, I understand, like, you guys are having friend fights, but there's a part of that conversation that's outside of that really I think needs to be discussed because it's,
They're literally sitting there telling Emmy that what you're saying is racist.
yeah.
And she just like doubles down.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you kidding me?
Well, anything you bring up to Emmy, and I feel like I've had a friend like this in the past, like anything you bring up that's an issue for you somehow immediately tries to get turned back on to like you. So it's like
Yeah.
Emmy is then pointing it to other people and taking no accountability, no responsibility, and is saying sorry, but I don't actually think means it in any way. So it's kind of at that point like a mute point. Like there's just no like, I mean, they all want to move on. And at one point in this episode too, she was like, "You're not letting me have a discussion with you." No one has to give you that right. Like no one absolutely has to tell you like, okay, yeah, because you want to speak to me, I'll speak with you. That's not how it has to be, especially when you're in a non-work setting.
No. I kind of wish that they would bring Will back.
Yeah. Oh, Will. They mentioned him in this episode. She
Oh,
was
they
like, if Will was here, he would stand up for me and he would fight for me.
Did
And
she say Will or did she say my fiance? Because I feel like she never says his name.
I feel like she said Will.
Oh, she did. Okay.
Yeah. Which then Joe Bradley had a funny like comment about he's been, well, I don't know if he would or not. So yeah.
I like Joe Bradley.
I like that we say Joe Bradley. Full name. I wish people would address me like that. But my
Yeah.
name's too complicated, so it's fine. Don't do it.
People always get mine wrong. Okay, let's move on. The Valley. What are your thoughts?
So Danny of it all, he just, I mean, it's just gotten worse. Feel like he skated by somehow last season. This season, it's just fully aware. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I mean, just watching drunk Danny makes me want to roll my eyes.
There was also like a part, I don't know if you saw, it was like him and Schwartz like cheersing beers.
Yeah, and he was
he
getting all mad.
That he wasn't getting eye contact. I was like, bro, just drink the beer. Not everyone has to do full eye contact.
But he was so drunk that he just couldn't. I don't even know.
Yeah.
He couldn't function.
What did you think of Lala like intervening?
I loved it.
Okay, good. Me too.
Yeah.
Because I think she actually was really calm about it.
She could have gone off the rails, which she has done in the past.
Yeah.
So I feel like exactly what she said, I think she couldn't have said it any better.
I agree.
And Nia being like, get out of my business. I don't know. I feel like she's just trying to cover up what she's going through. But, and I felt for Lala because she was like actually crying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was here for Lala in that moment. I really like Lala.
Yeah. I mean, I think she handled it really well. I think she handled herself really well. I also think that this is a pledge to all Airbnbs. You need to have one of those massage chairs in every single Airbnb that you have. Not only was it entertaining in this episode, but we have had our own experience renting an Airbnb with a massage chair, and
10 out of 10. Yes.
Recommended enough.
Yes, we went on a trip to Oregon and our Airbnb had a massage chair. Oh my gosh, we all took turns. And like the way they were cracking up is exactly how we were laughing.
On our situation, it was like all of us were either on the bed and then one person was in the massage chair and then we all just kind of rotated and we were just gossiping and hanging out. And it's exactly the way that they were picturing it.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Every house, I want one so badly. Someone can donate me one.
Also, I wanted to shout out Four Locos.
Shout out to Four Locos.
Shout out Four Locos. You bring back some great memories for me from college. So I'm glad that people are still drinking Four Locos.
I've never had a Four Loco.
Okay. I mean, they've changed the recipe since I've been in college, which is almost 10 years.
Is a Four Loco an energy drink with alcohol?
In a way. Listen, don't ask me about the ingredients of a Four Loko. I just know freshman year, people were drinking them, and it was a tie. That's what I'll say about that.
That feels like on par with a Smirnoff Ice.
That was also big. Yeah. I would say the Four Loko is stronger. Yes.
Okay, what about, here's a hot take, Luke being obsessed with The Little Mermaid.
You know what? safe hall pass choice. I don't understand hall passes, to be honest, but yeah, all right. Good for it'd be really funny for their first Halloween, Kristen dresses up as a Little Mermaid.
Maybe that's how you can get your mojo back.
Yeah.
What do you think about Jesse's girlfriend?
Don't fully mind her. Like, I don't mind that she's on the show. I don't like that she has to tell Jesse to apologize, because Jesse should just know to apologize. But I do like that she's being like, hey, you should apologize. Like, she's not letting him back out of anything, and like she's making him take ownership, which I think is nice to see. And she does apologize a lot. So like, I think that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Like, she's taking accountability, and she also expects other people to take accountability.
But here's my problem is it feels like weaponized therapy in a way.
Okay.
Like the way that she talks to them, I feel like is very calculated. And she does something and she's like, she gives the perfect apology.
Yes.
And it just doesn't feel authentic to me.
I can see that. And I can agree with you on that one. Like the whole pushing him out a window situation, which both were wild stories. I don't fully believe either of those. But yeah, like her bringing that up and then coming back and apologizing for bringing it up. And yeah, it's just all messy. And that's why we love to watch the show. Let's be honest.
Yeah, totally.
I do want to say, I do think it picked up this week, because last week's episode was really dark. So this one, it was still dark in some ways, but it felt kind of like last season's Valley. So
yeah,
entertaining.
I'm here for, I don't know, the end of that episode, I was like really rooting for Lala.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, are you watching the new Rhode Island Housewives?
Yes. I think it's good. Thoughts? I don't think they show Ashley enough. Like
The Bachelorette?
I know her from, I mean, I wasn't a big fan of The Bachelor, but like
I feel like they show her a lot.
Oh, I feel like they don't show her enough.
Oh, that's
I feel like they always show her and she's like crying, which fair, that's her thing. And she knows that. But I just, I'm happy that they added her. Because she's kind of someone familiar in a group of people that we don't really know, at least to me. I thought that Joellen's mom,
crazy work.
Yeah, crazy things. Yeah. I didn't mind the guys getting involved, but I also thought it was weird, personally.
When did the guys get involved?
The butlers?
Yeah.
Also, makes me really want to have a slip and slide day with all my friends.
I know, that actually looked kind of fun. I don't know if I like watching it.
No.
But I think I want to do it.
Yeah. I imagine going on a slip and slide and there being like no one around to judge you, and you don't feel anything. You're just like, this is amazing.
I understand why, what's her name was upset. Oh my gosh. Dolores 2.0.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, what is her name?
I know who you're talking about.
It's not Jen, is it?
No.
Okay, well, I hope you guys know who I'm talking about. But I understand why she got mad that she's in her 50s. Oh, yeah. Why would she be on a slip and slide?
I would walk away from that too, probably. I'm in my 30s. I'd be like, this is weird. I understand it was interesting TV, but I don't know.
I wouldn't want to do
what do you think of all of Rula's health concerns?
Sorry.
The way she was like listing all of every time they get together, she doesn't want to hang out.
So here's my problem is I like the show and I think it has a good backbone, but I feel like the only drama they have right now is Rula's marriage, and Rula barely wants to be in the show. That's the problem. Like, if she's not going to be in it, then why are we all focused on her drama? And maybe the producers are cutting stuff that we don't know about, but.
Well, he recently got some sort of sentence, I think.
Whoa.
Like, he was tracking Rula.
Oh. Yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah. Well, and listen, it's a new show. I don't think every new show is going to be like Salt Lake City. Like, we can't expect that.
Salt Lake City wasn't even that like that in the beginning.
That's true. I think it's got potential, and it got renewed for a second season, and I'm very happy.
Yeah.
And the fact that everyone knows everyone there makes me want to go to Rhode Island and see if people will give me any sort of stares. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. Like, I don't think it's a dud in any way.
No. And it's by far, I mean, the worst episode of Rhode Island is still better than this whole last season of Beverly Hills. So it was bad.
Yeah, I agree. And then I think the last one, for at least Bravo wise, is Below Deck. I know you haven't caught up on. So we will touch base on that one because I have quite a bit of thoughts.
Oh, really? Okay. Because I was considering stopping. Should I keep going?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to tell you to do something you don't want to do.
Well, no, because if it gets better, I just feel like where it's at right now, I'm like,
Well,
It's dragging a minute.
they they had to let someone go off the ship, and they brought someone new, and she's friends with the girl that works with Ben in the galley. So it could get interesting.
Okay, so I haven't
Yeah.
even gotten that far, and now I want to know who they let go. I'm assuming I know who it is. Yeah, I really the whole reason I started watching again was because of Salt Lake City.
Yeah, that's fair. And that's why I started watching, because you said I should start watching, and no, I can't stop.
I've historically loved Below Deck, and actually, that's the one show that my husband will ask me to wait for him to watch because he likes Below Deck.
My mom actually watches Below Deck.
Mm.
She does a lot of sailing.
I can see that.
So I think I don't think that's the experience that she has, but she enjoys it. So
Yeah, I feel like I've heard that Below Deck is one of the most realistic reality shows.
yeah,
Um, and I think it's really underrated.
yeah. I mean, there's so many versions of Below Deck.
Yeah.
And it makes me think, why did I not think to do that as a career path? Like, I have a lot of second guessing myself.
But then here's the other thing. I feel like your body can only take it for so long.
Yeah, yeah. But I think they just go into other things, like, I don't know what, but why did I think Hayden from Lisa Vanderpump's show, the guy that was the butler, I'm pretty sure he worked on a boat. I could be lying. That could be
I don't know. Vanderpump
inaction.
Villa really makes me think of Below Deck, but on land.
The boat of the lamp.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, what about Make Me Dynasty? That's coming back.
Yes. After everything that's recently happened, don't think any of that's going to be on the show. But now we know so we can go backwards and I guess pick up on things. I mean, Steven Jr., is that the third? Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I have thoughts on you. Well, I'm going to save it till season 3.
I didn't even know he had another girlfriend. Did we know that?
I did. Yes. But that's because I randomly one day looked him up. Yeah.
I feel like it wasn't on the show though, because he was with that other girl.
Yes. They had just broken up on that show, which we kind of should have seen it coming because he
Yeah.
treated her horribly as well. And I don't know if she moved to Dallas or not, but she seems to be living her best life and healing. So I hope that his now new ex-girlfriend can do the same.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. I just looked at my notes and was like, oh yeah. By the way, I'm born and raised Texan. And like, I've never knew that farms could be that crazy. So like, is that every farm? And then
Right.
how did they find that farm? I just have so many, like, I love to know how things happened. And so I'm just like, how did we get there? Like, were they just like needing money and someone was like, let's create our own show? Or is that literally all the farms? And
It can't be all the farms.
because there's a lot of people in that town that hate these people, which they're like always stealing their things. And they said that, oh, it's because we're so successful.
There has to be something else going on.
Yeah. I just don't know what. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I have many questions about this. And how did they come across this random gold mine that is Steve McBee? Like, he's crazy. And how did you find him?
Yeah. And the fact that the show's still going on and I had to bring the ex-wife in, and then obviously his girlfriend and ex-girlfriend,
All of them.
if they're not all in therapy, they need to all be in therapy.
That is another underrated show that I think not enough people are talking about.
I agree.
Okay, let's talk about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. That's not Bravo, but it is in the reality sphere.
Well, Hulu's up and coming with its reality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they're getting so much better. I love watching like the Kardashians and obviously Mormon
Well,
Wives.
yeah, I think I really don't know what to say with, all the drama. I am so happy for Connor. I saw some TikToks of him being on stage and
Yeah. Did you recognize the play that was?
yeah, those are 2 dancers off of TikTok,
Yeah.
Austin Mayer. I've heard of them for a really long time. I've seen all of their videos. Not all of their videos. That's an exaggeration. I've seen a lot of their videos.
Yeah.
I wish we lived in New York. That's
I
another place we need to
know.
go. We could do
Yeah.
so many fun things in New York. Yeah, I think I don't know what's next for him and his wife, but they are both very entertaining. And
I'm sure they have a show coming.
yeah, I'm sure they have multiple things coming down the pipeline. So happy to see it. I know a lot. And then there's like the Mormon wives are splitting. Now some in California. Kayla's full on in Hawaii right now.
I know. I was following her along on TikTok. That's like the only thing that my TikTok feed is like Mormon Wives.
There's the whole Jesse and Marciano
Oh
doing
God.
I don't even know what, which I'm happy for Jesse. Also, her ex-husband, he's leaving the weirdest cameos.
Oh my God.
Like, he's literally, people are getting cameos from him. One was like, Happy Mother's Day, like, so sorry. I don't know if the person lost their mom or their mom was sick or something. And he was like, but yeah, my ex-wife is crazy. Like, just brings his ex-wife involved.
I saw one that he was like, your mom and your sister said you're graduating from college. I hope you're single. If you're single, call me. I was like, what?
Well, and then Chase, one of the ex-husbands from on the show, he also did like a parody of these. and then like a few TikToks later, I saw one of Jordan. I was like, that was an excellent parody.
I actually don't hate Chase.
I mean, listen, yeah, he's entertaining. I will give him that. Hate's a strong word. I don't hate that man, but he needs to stop making out with people according to the internet. And, keep doing what you're doing on TikTok, though. I really do love all the banter.
Did you see that Taylor, Frankie Paul, and Michaela are beefing right now?
Yes, I did see that.
And she's like, they're just calling each other out on TikTok and Instagram and stuff. And that does not surprise me one bit. I honestly want to know, and maybe we do know and I just haven't seen it. I want to know where Macy stands, but I'm not surprised that Michaela is very much turning her cheek.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, I think Taylor Frankie Paul needs to just keep working on herself, taking a step back. I don't really have too much to say, honestly.
I feel like Michaela can be kind of stubborn.
Yeah, and she's got a lot going on too. So I think we both just need to like
take a minute,
get off social media. I know social media is great for everybody, but like, let's take a breather.
Okay, are you watching anything else at the moment? Oh, there's new shows coming out, huh?
Yes, there is a Secrets, Lies, and Texas Wives that's coming out.
I'm pumped.
Interesting to see what that will be because I was sad. I mean, the Real Housewives of Dallas was not great for a few reasons, but I'm happy that they're bringing it back to Texas. And then, we talked about BravoCon, which we are definitely going to go to. So I'm very excited for that. They mentioned a few other shows, but like nothing. And a lot of.
Doesn't Lisa have a new show coming out?
Yes, she does. I don't remember what it was. And then Madison is coming out with a show called like something confessionals. Like people come and sit in her salon chair and
that's funny.
Just have a bunch of deep confessions.
Okay, so that being said, I could see Macy doing something similar.
Yeah.
With her Sinner Sunday.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe they collab. I don't know. I would love to see all of these like reality shows because there's so many shows with reality contestants where they're like now competing, like Traitors, and there's like a few others. They're bringing a show. I think it's to Hulu. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like they're bringing back Kenya Moore for it.
Which like didn't, yeah.
So lots of new shows, lots of new renewals.
If Carl is not on the Traitors, though, I'm gonna be sad. I think he should be.
Yeah, I mean they've had a summer house person. They had Sierra. They had Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle was season 1.
So I would be interested to see what that new lineup will be.
Yeah. Are we gonna recap Love Island?
I don't really watch Love Island. I loved the season that I watched where it was Ariana after the whole scandal and she was first time hosting and we had Aaron and Kaylor.
I think you need to get on it this season.
We'll see.
Last season, okay, so I was really excited about that season of Love Island Beyond the Villa. And then it was a flop, in my opinion. And then they're doing it again. I haven't watched a lick of it.
Yeah, I haven't either.
But I will be watching Love Island. So
I mean, maybe because Sierra is now doing After Sun.
I don't like After Sun, though, to be honest with you. But
doesn't it come on? Oh, no, it's always like an episode break, right? And then it's like I
can't remember. Sometimes I think it's like a Friday.
I do know that season of Love Island, I was definitely like on the apps voting for people. So we'll see. We'll see if I get invested. I guess I'll watch the first few episodes.
I feel like we need to recap it.
Okay, that's fine. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Okay, what else are you watching right now that's maybe not currently airing, but that you're enjoying?
Yeah, so I finished watching the new Steve Carell show called Rooster. It is on HBO Max. I am a Steve Carell fan through and through. I love The Office, so definitely recommend that. He is a college professor in this show. There is, I don't know if you've ever seen the show Ted Lasso. the guy that plays the mean
Oh,
soccer guy, not the one,
the one that barely talks.
not the one that's like this, the other one.
Oh, the other one.
Oh
Wait,
my God.
what?
The one who plays like the arrogant guy in the beginning.
Oh, Jamie.
Yes, he's in this new show.
Okay.
So I recommend. It's pretty funny. It's also got still wrong names. I just know what shows they've been on. That's might be I should have more research. And then I watched the Marty Short documentary. So good.
I like to call him Short and Mort.
Yes, must he in like Luck of the Irish or no?
No.
That was someone else.
No, but
He was in Santa Claus 3.
Yes, I love Martin Short.
I love Martin Short. He's so funny. Him with Steve Martin. Him with also Selena Gomez on their show.
Yeah.
Only Murders in the Building. Yeah, the documentary. I mean, you saw Catherine O'Hara, which she had just passed recently. Lots of people that, and just like, I don't know. It's just those people. The comedy that they did, my dad really enjoyed. So I always watched as a kid growing up, and so it was just nice to see. He's been through a lot of tragedy in his life, and he's able to find the comedy in it, and I think that's something we can all learn from. Those two, and then right now I'm watching a new show on Amazon. I think it's called Off Campus, which is a show based on a book about hockey, which apparently is the new thing.
Everything is a hockey love story.
Yes. Yeah. What about you?
I am also watching Below Deck, trying to get caught up.
Okay.
But I'm also watching Reacher with my husband. Yeah, I don't know. I'm on season 2. I'm midway through season 2. I feel like it's kind of dragging at this point, but I'm also crocheting while I'm watching, so I feel like I need to actually pay attention.
I mean that actor, phenomenal. I know him from Blue Mountain State.
Yeah, my husband was showing me clips.
That was all I watched in college. Don't ask me why.
That's so random. I never hear of anybody watching that.
I don't even know how I started watching it, to be honest with you. Someone turned it on one day and I was like, this is weird and entertaining. Reacher's so good. I know it's based off a book. I think it's Alan Rickman? Alan somebody. I'm horrible with names.
I know,
I'm good with faces. But no, that's good. And they just renewed another season, I saw.
Yeah, we've been waiting for that to come back. But then also, one that we were talking about is Tulsa King.
Yeah.
It's another one that's like, in my opinion, a little bit cheesy, but I like it.
Yeah, my boyfriend and I have started watching it. I think we're on season 3.
Yeah. It has Sylvester Stallone.
Love him.
Yeah. And I heard, so you're not caught up, are you?
On Tulsa King?
Oh, okay. Well, no. So this isn't too big of a spoiler, but at one point, I think I told you Samuel L. Jackson is in because he's going to have his own spinoff. And it was going to be New Orleans King.
Yes, I remember
Nola King, this. Yeah. But they changed it. So now it's going to be Frisco King. Yeah. I'm like, what? Frisco? It's right here. We both live in the Dallas area. So yeah, really random.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, I need all these people to stop filming in Texas, please and thank you.
Why? I like it.
I don't. I'm not a fan. Cause oh my gosh, what's that other show? Oh my gosh, Ant-Man. That's been all over Texas. I don't know. I just get worried about when people come to Texas and film.
Why I like it.
Because it just brings more people here. And not saying moving wise, but just visiting, and Texas, I don't know. That's just me.
I like it because I feel like it gives us more legitimacy. I don't know. I'm from California, so I feel like Texas has every single thing that you could want.
We do.
Just like California does, and I love it, but I feel like it's because more people come to Texas. Yeah. So then we have so much more fun stuff to do.
That's true. I mean, I'm not going to hate on anyone. You obviously moved here, so I'm happy that you moved here.
Yeah, and we're getting a Salt and Straw this week. So I'm pumped.
Yay.
Okay, let's talk about some news and kind of what's going on in the world today.
Yes.
Weird news.
Yes. So some weird news that I have found out this past week is AI is now entering the dating force, which I hate.
What does that even mean? They're going to pair you?
So the creator of Bumble, who also started Tinder way back in the day, her name is Whitney Wolfe Herd, which there is a movie on Hulu about it that came out last year. She is now basically saying that swiping is no more. It is now going to be you have an AI chatbot and other people have AI chatbots, and your AI chatbots will talk to each other. And then essentially, if they think you're a match, then you should be a match. And that is the future, which I don't think is anything true because here's the thing, dating needs less technology. As someone who has, within the last year, been in a new relationship, I was in the dating field and it needs more connection. I mean, speed dating is becoming more popular. More people should be introducing their friends to people that they know. There needs more humanity in dating and less AI. So yeah, that's kind of a thing.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm also kind of wondering when is the point when we'll become the movie I, Robot that Will Smith was in? Because it seems I saw earlier today actually Southwest has banned robots from being on their planes
What does
because
that
someone
mean?
tried to bring like a little mini walking robot and it walked on its own on the plane, which I fully believe that Southwest was in the right there. I would freak out.
Okay, but here's the thing that is yes, but no, because Disneyland, I don't know if you know this, if you go to Star Wars Land, you can build your own BB-8. You got to bring the BB-8 home.
Yes.
How do you bring it home?
That's fine. No, this one had like legs.
Ew.
And was like, yeah, like a legitimate robot. Not that. That's cute.
But like, can you bring your BB-8 home?
I'm sure you can. Also, that's like small enough to put, I think, in a bag.
I think it's like Build-A-Bear where like they give you a little home.
So yeah, next piece of news is Wordle is now getting its own game show.
Ooh.
With Jimmy Fallon being involved. So he's not the host, but I've noticed this kind of got me on a trend of Jimmy Fallon. Love him. If you haven't seen the rom-coms he was in back in the day,
No.
Fever Pitch and A Fever Pitch with Drew Barrymore and Taxi with Queen Latifah.
Interesting. Yes. I did not know that.
Yes. So highly recommend those if you want a good rom-com recommendation. But he is involved now in this Wordle show that's coming out. There was a show, if you're a game show watcher, which I am, also if Family Feud is watching this, please bring me on your show. It's kind of like Lingo, which is an older show. It's the same idea. But Jimmy Fallon, like I said, he has produced quite a few game shows. So this is, I think, his like second or third game show that he's now hosted. There was That's My Jam, which is still going on, Password, which is still going on, Lip Sync Battle, which I don't know if that's still happening. And then he had that
On brand
show.
Yeah.
On brand that just got
Did you watch that? Oh, it got canceled? I actually liked it.
Yeah, it's hard for, I think people with shows, I'm not a bigwig exec, but I think that they think if season 1 doesn't get enough ratings, it has to be canceled immediately.
Yeah.
And I think some shows actually need the slow build up. Because if you think of, like, my favorite show is The Office, season 1, if that came out now, probably would have gotten canceled for many reasons.
Yeah.
But it needed the slow build up.
Yeah. And I mean, as my profession, I'm a marketer. So like I enjoy watching that show because I learned a lot from it. And like, I don't know. The biggest thing that I did enjoy about that was watching Bose and like getting information from her. And like the other thing that I've been reeling about this for weeks because on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she talks about how being a CMO is like a short tenure job. And I literally have not stopped thinking about that because I'm like, one day I want to be a CMO. And then I'm like, shoot, how long are you CMO for? Does that mean you have to hop around? Do I have to change the trajectory of my career? Because what? I'm spiraling.
Yeah, but that's why you're here.
Yeah.
This is spiraled together.
Yeah, I've been like, oh my gosh, wait, is this what I want from my life anymore? Because Bose says it's only a couple years at a time that you're going to be a CMO.
My only thing is don't put that in on TikTok because now all of my TikToks are, oh, you want to change your career? Do this. Oh, you want to do this? Do that. So maybe I'll bring that up on the future pod. Because there's some TikToks that I've seen that we need to talk about that relates to that.
Oh, yeah, totally. Okay, last weird news thing.
Yes. So the American Academy of Pediatrics put out a new guidance, and they haven't put one out in 13 years. Basically, just letting us know the importance of recess. Apparently, since the middle of the 2000s, about 40% of school districts nationally have reduced or eliminated completely recess. So some schools, it's not regulated across states or anything, but some schools give you less than 10 minutes. Some give you over an hour.
Wow.
They're starting to prioritize test scores more. And they even also said that like everyone up to 12th grade should be getting recess. Because technically, I guess now is lunch is our recess as an
Yeah.
adult. I'm with that. I was so sad when I went to middle school and
Yeah.
recess ended. So yeah, that's a new study. Bring recess back.
That's funny because my brother-in-law, he's 15, so he's a sophomore in high school. And my mother-in-law and I, like, we're very close, and we always joke that he still participates in recess because on his lunch, he'll just like go out and play basketball, and he just like wants to play. He's very wholesome,
It's
but
a great way for kids, and anyone of
yeah,
any age to like us, like if they're being a class clown, to get out their energy,
yeah,
to like reassess, to regulate your emotions. There's a lot of benefits of having recess besides just going outside and kicking a ball or play hide and seek or whatever. So I think we need to bring back just people understanding that. I think we know that, but
yeah,
we're not the ones making any powerful decisions there. It's probably like an old 70-year-old man.
yeah.
Um,
I do find that interesting too because my mom is a preschool teacher in Southern California, where the weather's always lovely, and she refuses to move to Texas because of recess in Texas.
Interesting.
Yeah, because she's like, "Oh, it's too hot in Texas." I'm like, "Mom, they don't eliminate recess. They just, like, we do it a little different. If it's too hot, it's too cold."
Yeah, it would rain a lot when I had recess as a kid, so we would just have indoor recess. We would
Yeah,
just go and play board games and card. We were actually playing BS in elementary school. Huh,
I used to play that too.
don't tell the teachers. So yeah, I think that shouldn't be a reason that she doesn't move to Texas. Yeah,
Exactly. I need help, ma'am.
yeah,
Help. All right, so let's spiral about some new things. We wanna share, like, one thing that we're spiraling about this week. So I do want to hear what you're spiraling about. What's this random thing that you've had on your mind?
yeah. My random spiral this week is who decided that at age 18 is the age where we should know what we want to do with our life. I feel like my dad gave me a career test book and was like, here you go, thinking I'm going to find my magical dream job on page 42. I still don't think I know what I want to be. And I feel like, especially now with the job market being the way that it is, just, I feel like we're slowly getting stuck and siloed into these roles that we're in. And um, I don't really know how to break out of that. So that's kind of what I've been spiraling about lately.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the first one, it looks like they were created back in like the 1920s when I
Well,
look it up.
the thing too is at age 18, you can vote, you graduate from high school most likely. And then, you can't even rent a car until you're 25. Can't drink until you're 21. A new study just came out saying you're not technically an adult until 31 or 32. So it's just interesting that we've created this system where, you have to know what you want to do and you get a degree in it. And then now trying to like move from one job to another is even harder because it's like, okay, well, you need to have 10 years of experience. I've been out of school for 3, like situations like that.
Yeah, and like, what are the careers that we have today are just always changing. I mean, like content creator, influencer.
Yeah.
Is that on there?
I mean, and the thing is, that wasn't even really a big thing when we were in
No.
college. I remember Instagram had been out for a few years, but everyone was doing like the artsy thing with it, posting your food.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it wasn't, influencers weren't a thing. I think that really took off in 2020. So that's a more recent development. I think the way we just think about jobs too is different than the way our parents thought about it.
Yeah. Like you stick with one career forever.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're no longer company loyal. My mom worked at a company for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
It's just you're not getting benefits that way. They're not really like enticing you to stay. So this whole like it's all different. Everything
Yeah.
about it is different. And I don't really know how necessarily we can reevaluate it, but it's something I've been spiraling about.
Yeah, that's valid. Okay, my spiral. This all stemmed from a TikTok that I saw earlier this week, and it was this girl. I'm gonna butcher her name, but I think it was like Jamie Fugazi on TikTok. She's talking about like what is an engineer, and that sent me into like the craziest spiral. And I will link the TikTok so you guys can watch it. But the comments were sending me. Let me just like read a couple of these. Somebody wrote, I think it's one of these, and it's like the 2 gear icon, or like someone else goes, my dad's an engineer. And basically, he I don't know. What's an engineer?
What is an engineer? We were talking about this the other day. There's so many types of engineers. There's a chemical engineer. There's a mechanical engineer. Some of them work on airplanes. Some of them work in chemical plants. My boyfriend is thinking about becoming an engineer on a train. Why are we having this universal name for engineer?
What's a product engineer?
Yeah.
In tech. Like, what is that?
Yeah, if you know, put it in the comments.
Opposite of an engine far.
Exactly.
What is an engineer?
Also, how do you know that you want to be an engineer?
Okay, so like if you Google it, it says a professional who applies scientific and mathematical principles to design, build, and maintain machines, structures, systems, and processes. So, like
It's so vague.
broad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's just someone who goes beep boop beep boop.
I mean, I think Homer Simpson is also technically an engineer if anyone watches The Simpsons. So
What kind of engineer?
I don't know. He worked at some chemical plant of some kind. I don't know. We should have an engineer on the show.
Next up, we're interviewing an engineer.
And come on through. Thank you.
Let's ask your boyfriend if he will come on and talk about what a train engineer does.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that. Thomas is the train engine. That's the engineer.
Well, I asked Alicia the other day, I said, do you think that he shovels coal into the train to get it to go?
Those are old trains. So I think we've come farther in trains technology. But again, I don't know a lot about trains. Thomas the train engine is my
I love Thomas.
Yes. You've sent me some interesting memes about Thomas the train.
Like, what does his body really look like inside that train?
That's something we should never know.
Okay, last little bit. What's one or two things you're loving this week?
So I have started reading I think it's called Remarkably Bright Creatures.
The one about octopuses.
Yes. I know the show just came out, or the movie just came out on Netflix. Haven't seen it. I started watching or reading the book about a day or two before that came out on Netflix. So it's been basically making fun of me for not having watched it yet. So I'm loving that. I am loving the creator on TikTok called Meet Me in the Media Center. She is a librarian at a middle school, and she just scans the books to let us know if they're on time, late, if they're on a hold, and things like that. It's very entertaining to me.
I love it.
And then I knit, very new knitter, and I am starting my first learning how to make a sweater class on Sunday.
Awesome. I love it.
Yeah, what about you?
I'm also a crocheter, so like I'm crocheting right now. I'm making my friends like little tapestries right now of their pets, which is fun.
Cute.
Okay.
You have to show me that later.
Yes, I will show you. Okay, so right now I just finished a book written by Reese Witherspoon. It's like one of her novels that she wrote with somebody else. It's called Gone Before Goodbye. 10 out of 10. It's like she gets hired by a Russian oligarch to perform surgery and then gets sucked into all these like crazy suspenseful things. So 10 out of 10, just finished that. And then I'm reading Lisa Rinna's book. You bet I'm going to talk about it. And it's tea. Yeah.
All right.
It's good.
Well, I think that wraps up our first episode.
Yeah.
If you've made it this far, thank you. We hope that you've enjoyed spilling and spiraling with us. And we'll be back next week to do more.